Hey guys, it's Jesse again, and recently I just watched a video. It's on my story. It was a man working out, but the audio was from a podcast, I believe, and the podcasters were talking about the most notorious, or one of the most notorious child predators, and how he chose his victims. And how the man chose his victims was not from the mother, and it wasn't through the ages of the children or the genders of the children or the races of the children or anything like that. No. How this man chose his victims was if the father was a perceivable threat. Okay? And it strikes me because I've always held that ideology to myself, especially since I've had a child, to always be that. Be a deterrent from the dangerous people that plague our children. I think that's extremely, extremely important. As a man, as a dad, as just honestly a normal human being on this planet, male or female, but especially if you're a parent, you should be taking care of yourself. You should be getting stronger. You should be doing more cardio, even if it's just walking. We need to be doing these things more and more often. You know, there's a running gag for people online, and it's called victim weight. Terrible thing to call it, but it's a reality. You're a lot easier to handle when you're smaller, when you're weaker, when you're overall just not in proper shape. And especially as a parent, you don't want to be frail and weak and be out of shape, to be nice about it. And far too often I see this in society, in day-to-day life, of just out of shape people. I'm not in the best shape ever, but goddamn, dude, it's bad with how prevalent pedophiles and child predators and abductors and human trafficking are, especially in some areas of the United States, with how prevalent it is. It surprises me that more people don't take this seriously. Even if it's just doing at-home stuff, you should be doing something to be able to protect yourself, but mostly protect that child of yours. Ever since I've had my son a year and a half ago, I put even more hardcore dedication into working out and getting stronger every single day that I can. I've really genuinely used it as an immense fuel to drive me to be better, to drive me to be stronger. And if you're a parent, male or female, and you're not doing what you can to better yourself and to be in better shape, or even just be here longer, in order to protect your child and carry yourself a certain way of knowing, I can handle this, I can handle a threat if I need to, and you're not doing that, you should be. You really, really should be, in some way, shape, or form, doing something in order to protect that child of yours. Especially after hearing and watching that video, it really set in play, trying to word this correctly, it really hit it for me of yeah, this is my motivation. I do have a gorgeous girlfriend that I also like to protect too. For the most part, I feel like can handle herself in most situations. A lot of situations. My little one, on the other hand, being only a little more than a year and a half old, not the same. It's not the same thing. He needs me. He needs me to be able to be there at the park, going to school, or picking up from school, or just knowing that I'm there at all. I'm not going to get into major specifics of that whole thing, but when I am there, I need to be in the best shape that I can be, as strong as I can be, as big as I can be. You need to be a deterrent. You need to be a threat to these people. Come on, we've all seen how these people online look. All the predators that get caught. I ain't worried about anything like that. I ain't worried about those people. I can handle that. I've handled much worse than those people on my day-to-day basis and at my bar job. I'm not worried about people like that at all. And you shouldn't be either. But to get to that point, you need to be doing something. Get bigger, get stronger, get faster, get meaner, carry yourself better with more confidence. Okay? It's so important. I cannot stress that enough. We, as parents, are the first line of defense from the dangerous people, the gross, disgusting, horrible people that want to hurt our kids. We are the first line of defense for that. Not the police, not our friends and our family, not even the general public. Us, as parents, are the first line of defense. So if you're a dad and you're not doing even firearms training, if you can get your hands on them, or even home workouts at the absolute bare minimum, you gotta step it up, dude. Because there's a serious problem in today's society where child predators are absolutely rampant and finding themselves at every corner of the globe. Probably a couple down your street. Probably a couple in the neighborhood next door. We got to be prepared for that. It is your responsibility as a parent, but mostly your responsibility as the dad, to be a deterrent and to be a threat. Okay? Your responsibility. Nobody else's. You are the first line of defense and the first person that child will run to when a threat is around. Thanks, guys.